Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 2. Congratulations on completing your first week of class. It was exciting to get to know all of you, and like any other regular classroom, the first week can always be a little awkward since we all don't know one another, but as the weeks progress, we will certainly be more comfortable with one another, so I'm looking forward to that. I've already seen some community building in the classroom, and I love that. So continue to interact with your peers as the term progresses. So during week 2, we'll be putting a historical perspective on early childhood education, comparing past and present and several important theorists. This is important for you to see where we have been in order to understand how our views related to young children have changed over the years. Just a few things I want to go over for this week is first, email etiquette. So email etiquette. So due to the high level of spam and other emails that I receive, please be sure to put your course identification number in the subject line of your email. So if this is your subject line, your subject will be CHS 111.39, or if you're in section 4.8, or if you're in section 3.8. So please be sure to put that in your subject line. I teach more than one course, so this is important for me to keep track of everyone who is emailing me. Additionally, for emails, please be sure to include a greeting and a salutation. So that's a formal hello. For example, Dear Jody, or Good morning, Jody. How are you? And then your message. Please don't write an email with how do I do the quiz. This is not text messaging, it is an email, so just please keep in mind that you should use your professionalism when contacting me. I usually respond as soon as I get the email, if not, within a reasonable amount of time. But there are some times where I may not return your email until about 24 hours. Over the weekend, it could be longer. Sometimes I do not get my emails right away over the weekend, so please just be patient with my response to you. That goes into me talking about questions and concerns. Please do not wait until Saturday evening or Sunday to ask me something about the unit's assignments that are due that evening. It becomes really difficult for you because I do not, or sometimes I'm not able to respond to you in a timely manner, and therefore your assignment can't be submitted if you're unsure about something or unclear or can't get something to work. So please check all of your assignments at the beginning of the unit to be sure that you understand everything. And if you do have any questions, that you email me a few days before it's due so that your questions can be answered. So I'm just going to show you how to get into what the assignment for this week is. So if you scroll down here, you will see your Unit 2 presentation for the week. So this is just kind of summarizes what we're discussing. You have your videos here. So the first video is going over Piaget's stages of development. You have Vygotsky and Bloom, Multiple Intelligence by Gardner, Importance of Play. So these are optional videos. However, they do give you a lot of information. You then have your Chapter 4 Learn Smart questions here to answer, and your Chapter 4 quiz. Please be aware that you must attempt your chapter quizzes at least one time during the week in order to retake them again. So you do see a due date here of December 18th. If you do not attempt this quiz for Chapter 4 this week, you will not be allowed to attempt it again in the upcoming weeks. Also for this week, in addition to your quiz and your discussion board question, you have your Unit 2 assignment, which is your guided class observation analysis. So here it says, read the instructions, familiarize yourself with 4 analysis questions and the grading rubric in the document. So if I click right here, this is giving you the questions and the rubric. So I strongly urge you to, sorry, I'm trying to get this into full view. I strongly urge you to take a peek at this so that you can be as successful as possible with this assignment. So your instructions, you're going to view a video of a first grade classroom. That video is right here on YouTube. This is the video you're going to be viewing. You're then going to review a former student's completed observation and analysis of the video. So you need to read their observation and analysis, which is right here under 3. This is a former student's observation and analysis. You're going to read this. You're going to read through this. Okay? And based on this student's work, you are then going to answer these 4 questions. So, is Mr. A an intentional teacher? Explain. What are 2 signs of developmentally appropriate practice? So these must be written, and you are to use, again, both the video and this example from a previous student in order to complete and write your analysis responses. Now, it says each response should have explicit details and be a minimum of 3 to 4 sentences. So that's pretty much a paragraph per question. Please do not respond with just 1 sentence or a couple of words. These are, you're using explicit details, and again, a minimum of 3 to 4 sentences, so it can be more than that as well. So if you go back into the instruction chart and rubric, you're going to be using this rubric, or this template rather, I apologize, this template right here. So you're going to write your responses in each of these boxes. You're then you can copy and paste this into a separate document, or you can just download this document and submit this once you are completed. You have your rubric here, so your criteria, how many points you're able to get for each criteria, and I think that is it. We've really tried at this term to be a little more explicit with our directions for this assignment, because in the past there has been some confusion. So any feedback on these directions, please, we're open to all feedback. Please just give me an email, say, I clearly understand based on the directions, or your video was helpful in explaining this a bit more. Okay, so that was one assignment. The second assignment, which is this week, you are just deciding on one topic for your research paper. Now, your research paper will be due in Unit 7. So all I need you to do is write in your submission what topic you choose. If you click on this link right here, this is going to give you a little bit more information about your research paper, your requirements, and if you scroll all the way to the end here, these are the topics you can choose from. So you can choose a historical figure. You can choose an early childhood model. So any of these, A through H, your historical figures, A through H, you can choose any one of those. Option 3, diversity and cultural competence, or for inclusion. So depending on which topic you choose, you will see under here is the criteria in which you need to have included in that research paper. So again, this week you're only submitting the topic. That's all you need to submit, just the topic of your choice. Going back to the discussion board, This week, you are answering, your question is here. So we're talking about historic theorists, and you're going to choose from one of those, and you need to post a picture or a link to a picture of that theorist and discuss why you chose that picture and what it represents. For this week, we gave you a Unit 2 discussion board sample. So this is another student's work and what your discussion board should look like. So their theorist was Maria Montessori. Here's their discussion board response. So here's one question. They answered the second, third question. So here are the responses to peers. Also, this is a good thing to review so that you know what's expected from you for your discussion boards. Let's see. I know this is, okay, lastly, please remember for your discussion that this is a large portion of your grade. So consider both the quantity and quality of your contributions. The quality is more important than the length of each post. So I want you to be sure that you're answering and addressing all of the questions that are asked of you. Give examples from your personal experience. You ask your peers good questions, come up with creative solutions, offering alternatives to peers. Those are all great things to have in your responses. In terms of quantity, just be sure to ask yourself, did you explain your thought well? Did you give good examples? And again, please remember to be cognizant of punctuation and grammar. When I is used alone, when the word I is used alone, it needs to be capitalized at all times. If you're using outside references, which are not required, however, if you do use them, please be sure to cite those in your discussions. And let's see. I think that is it. Just to touch base on the observation assignment that is due in week 4. If you currently work in a daycare or preschool setting, you can use that for the assignment. However, most of you will be doing the video observation because of the current pandemic that has closed some places or prohibited visitors from going into schools and classrooms. So again, most of you are going to be choosing that video observation. I will be providing those videos for you starting next week. So there will be 5 videos. You're going to choose 2 of the 5. If you are currently working in a child care setting, you're going to be choosing to do the live observation. You are going to be you need to be in another classroom other than your own. So just be sure that you have the blank template printed and ready for your observation, and that your analysis section and the template are used to do that. Again, as always, any feedback about this video that I'm recording is definitely helpful for me, and please feel free to reach out with any questions. Enjoy your week.